Hey, diamond painters. Sorry for my nail polish. I need to redo it. Spinz here. And I am back with day 6 of our countdown to Christmas. We are almost at a week. Can you believe that? That's crazy. All right, so our image today is these cute mittens. Now, our discussion today is going to be based off of mittens and gloves and things that keep you warm. So let's get started. I'm just going to focus on the red on the gloves or on the mittens. I will be saying gloves a lot because I prefer gloves. But these are mittens. And I think I have a couple pairs, but I don't have a ton. And I'm going to try to keep this in frame, excuse me. Anyway, hi, how's it going? So, as far as things that keep you nice and warm and cozy, now, as kids, I understand this as kids, you lose things. I was notorious for losing my gloves. And I'll tell you why I always had gloves. I don't remember ever really having mittens. Maybe when I was really, really little. But otherwise, no, I had gloves. And I was notorious for losing them. Every year, I needed new pairs. And it drove my mom nuts. Absolutely crazy. She would get like the really cheapy ones because she knew I'd lose them, but the problem was I'd go right through those. Those would be... I was in a manual chair when I was growing up, so I had to push myself. So those really weren't the best gloves to have because they would get all wet and I would be cold. And they weren't warm, they weren't really useful. So, I prefer gloves. I prefer gloves over mittens, and I prefer leather gloves over most other gloves. Mainly because of my experience with having to wheel my chair through snow and get cold, and it was not fun. So, nowadays, I have a power chair, so my fingers don't actually touch the snow until I have to reach down and pick up after my dog. And that's a different story. But, let's see, do I have enough for that? Oh, that's too many. But yeah, so I ended up getting a ton of like the cheapy ones. It became a thing that every Christmas I would get gloves. And then as an adult, so like I said, as a kid, you always lost your gloves. Yeah, apparently I lost my gloves as adults too. As an adult as well. And so for the longest time for Christmas gifts in my stocking, it would be a thing of gloves. A lot of times it was the leather gloves because those were the best ones for me. And I appreciated it. In fact, actually, one of the senior pastors of a church that I went to, he was so sweet. Him and his wife got me leather gloves one year for Christmas because the other gloves I had holes in them. Even the leather gloves, like those would just, like the snow would just eat right through. So that became a thing. Eventually I had, like, just one glove here, one glove there, and, it's kind of funny because I was trying to go through my gloves this year, trying to figure out what I had left. Sure enough, no leather gloves. I think I have one pair of nice warm ones. But otherwise, it's like I have the really cheap pairs, or, and by cheap, I don't mean price-wise. I mean, yes, price-wise, but cheap quality as well. Like, it just wasn't, it would always, yeah, they don't last long. They would wither down to nothing by the end of one season. But I have a bunch of those. And now that I don't actually, like, get them as wet as I used to, because now I have my power chair, I can keep some of them a little bit more. And now I actually kind of like the cheapy ones, because I can kind of mix and match, and they don't have to be all matchy-matchy. I'll wear, like, I have two different colored striped ones. I have a pink and white and a black and white, and I will wear one black and white and one pink and white. Just for funsies. Just because those are the ones that I can find. So that is my history with gloves. I'm sure every year at school, if I really looked at, like, the lost and found, I'm pretty sure I could find all the gloves that I had every year. But I never looked. I just assumed they were all just gone. Gone. And, yeah, so every year I always had to get more. My poor mom. But once we figured out that I really could use, like, the leather gloves, like, they lasted a little bit longer, that was good. They usually lasted, like, at least 2 or 3 seasons, winter seasons, but other than that, yeah, those, like, the snow, not the snow, actually, I think it was more of the salt kind of ate through those gloves as well, because of course I'm picking up the salt as well as the snow, wheeling my chair through that stuff. So how are you guys with your winter gear? Do you have to get winter gear every year, like new stuff every year, new jackets? I got a new jacket, new coat, I should say. God, it's before 2020. I want to say it was like 2017, maybe. That's when I got a new coat. And last year I didn't even wear it. I just kind of sort of wore sweatshirts the whole time. And it worked. But oops. Missed one. No. There we go. What is it? Oh yeah. So I didn't even, like, wear my coat last year. I just wore sweatshirts and blankets and all of that. I'm already thinking I'm gonna have to pull out my jacket though, or my coat this year, because it's already cold. And I'm not happy about that. Sorry, I think I have an eyelash in my eye. And it's really starting to bug me. I don't have any eye drops, otherwise I'd put eye drops in. Woo! I almost flung my diamond painting pen across. let's see here. There we go. Sorry. But yeah, I'll wear like blankets on my lap. I actually bought this one thing off of Temu. It was like basically like what's like a ski mask type deal. And that keeps me nice and it keeps the wind away from my face a lot easier. And I'm able to like breathe through things. So it's kind of nice. I like that. So I'll wear that now. I did pull it out the other day because the wind was so nasty the other day. I was not happy with that. So I'm kind of excited because tonight my siblings want to play a video game on the computer, and so we're gonna play together. That'll be fun. Oh my goodness. Sorry, my eye is really bugging me right now. What are you guys doing? What's the weather like where you're at? Do you have lots of snow? Is it just cold? Is it rainy? Is it nice and sunny? If it's nice and sunny, I want to move where you're at. Because I miss the sun. I have been so tired lately. Like, I don't like being tired because I feel like I don't accomplish anything. Chantel Arts had a live today, and I was in it, and I was watching it and in the chat, and that was really fun. But I did notice I was dozing off. Like, I don't like falling asleep while I'm watching something like that. I'm always afraid I'm gonna miss something. But I did notice I was very, very tired. So I am really gonna be excited to go to bed tonight. And I need to get some good sleep. I thought I got decent sleep last night, but I must not have. And I feel bad about that, but I mean, I feel bad about that for myself because it only hurt me. But I need to work on getting better sleep because I need the energy to get through the dark season. That's what I call it, the dark season, because that's all we see outside is darkness. All right. Let's see here. Can I get a couple more rows in? I probably could. Let's get a couple more rows in. We'll go to the 15-ish minute mark. Sorry, I'm a little bit off the camera. But 6. Do you guys have to do this often? Do you have to like readjust your placement of drills? I almost feel like I always have to. My placement isn't great. So, alright, we got this last row here. Fix this a little bit, and then, oh, I really got something in my eye now. I'm like really squinting. I don't like this. Not having fun right now. I think I'm gonna have to cut this video just, I mean, it's not technically short because it's still 15-ish minutes. But I think I'm gonna have to, oh, forget it. I'm just gonna go with the last 2 rows in this section of the mitten. Oh yeah, I was gonna tell you about why I choose mittens and not, or why I choose gloves and not mittens. So the reason I choose gloves is because I like my fingers to be able to move freely and not just feel like I'm wearing oven mitts. That's not always a fun feeling for me. So that is why it was also easier to grip the my tires when I would have to wheel my chair. Oh boy, I'm messing that up. All right, well, I got that portion of the mitten done. That looks cute. All right, well, oh, I gotta get a washcloth or something for my eye. It's driving me nuts. Anyway, I think I'm gonna stop there so I can go take care of this issue with my eye. And I will show you soon-ish. I don't know if we're just going to do like a big grand reveal at the end. That's probably what we'll do of like all the diamond paintings that I've done finished. And I just try to do as much as I can while I'm on camera. So I think some days I do a lot more. Some days I don't do as many. It depends on just a lot of different factors. Let me know what you got up to during this video. And let me know if you are a gloves person or a mittens person. And if you are already wearing your winter gear or if you're holding out like I did last year and I just wore sweatshirts all year. Or all season, I should say. Actually, technically, I wore them all year. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get going. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Remember to be the reason someone believes that there's good in this world. Spread love and joy and happiness. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.